Hi Vishal, thank you for agreeing to talk to us, and can you please tell the audience a little bit more about yourself, your school, your research?
Sure, yeah. My name is Nishil. I recently defended my PhD from University of Michigan, and I'm going to join as a research scientist at the same department. And during my PhD, I worked a lot on different types of graph algorithms, so hardware, software, co-design of how to optimize a variety of graph algorithms and workloads.
Okay, so I'm Rahul. I'm right now a fourth year PhD student working in Interviewees with Professor Poulami. Right now I'm working mostly focusing on microarchitectures, and stuff that has been done traditionally for let's say 50 years, and then let's say how can it be even more improved, keep on going forward, pushing the performance envelope.
Hi, I'm Sara Mahzadeh Shahri. I'm a first year PhD student at CMU. I got my master's from Penn State University. My research is in computer systems and architecture with a focus on data center computing. More specifically, I'm trying to introduce equity as a design metric when we are approaching building web systems.
Hi, I'm Siddharth. I'm a sixth year PhD student now at EPFL. My advisor is Professor Poulami, and I work in computer architecture and operating systems research, more recently about memory hierarchies.
Hi, Poulami. I'm Nargis, a second year PhD student at Georgia Tech. My advisor is Moin Qureshi, and my research area is quantum computing, actually computer architecture of quantum systems.
So, what attracted you to that research area?
It's a good question. So during my first year, when I was looking for directions, one of my senior PhD students has been working on a specific type of graph algorithms, and I thought that was really nice, really cool area. And I've done some research in the past with memory systems, so how we can optimize that, and the natural extension to my interest was that how we can look at different types of graph algorithms and their optimizations. So, yeah.
And what attracted you to Michigan, your current research group?
Right. So when I was applying for PhD positions, I had a few admits from other schools as well. I think one of the great things about Michigan, as we all know, is that there are lots of architects, right? So it's a big architecture group, lots of different people. So I thought that, okay, if I don't like a group specific style doesn't work with me, there'll be a lot of other people to potentially work with. So that is the main reason I ended up joining Michigan. And for my specific groups, I worked with Ron Breslinski and Trevor Mudge, and they both have been working a lot on like emerging irregular algorithms, hardware software co-design. So that aligns really well with what I wanted to do, which is why I ended up joining that group.
I think I would definitely say the challenge part of it. It's like like most of these pipelines, right? They have been optimized for like what last 50 years, right? And then, but still it seems fascinating to me. It's like there are opportunities to even keep on pushing it, right? And I think that challenge is what fascinates me and basically drives me to go along this work. Yeah. So I think that's a good question. So so my first reason for joining the current group is the way Professor Mutlu leads the group. So definitely the first thing that comes into my mind is the independent the amount of independent thinking that we can have. So basically we are not limited to any ideas, right? So I mean any sorts of collaboration with anyone, like be it industry, be it academia, be it some other professors, like basically he gives us as much freedom as possible. So I think freedom is one of the foremost reasons that I really like about this research group, and which I cherish a lot. The second thing, I think the environment. I mean, not just the research environment, but the outside environment. I think you have been there,
yes,
right?
And
so yeah, I mean, it feels nice to have, you know, a mountain in the backdrop to at least have your anger cool down. It's like, okay, I mean, if the paper is not getting in, still you have the mountains, right? I mean, at least you can go on a hike. So yeah, I think that helps a lot also. Yeah, apart from that, I think ETH is also a, you know, a well-renowned, well-funded and well connected institute. So yeah, and in that regard, that also helps, you know, getting the visibility out, getting the collaboration out with lots of other folks in the industry and plus community. So yeah, I think these three are.
So honestly, when I was in my undergrad, I had the opportunity to take a advanced architecture course, and it showed me what there are a lot of possibilities and in research, specifically in architecture and systems, and that was very exciting to me, and it convinced me to pursue my graduate studies in this way.
So you said you did your master's elsewhere, and so what motivated you to move to CMU and join your current research group?
So when I was trying to pursue my PhD, obviously you want to be in a really good institution that provides you with a lot of resources, and CMU has like a branch in CMU Africa, and based on my research focus, which is equity, that's a really great resource that I can leverage. And also, I would suggest for people who are trying to look for graduate opportunities beside the school, look for advisors and teams that they feel comfortable with, and they feel they can thrive in.
Since my childhood, I was very interested in how computers work. I mean, I was also interested in playing games, but how exactly those games actually execute on machines. And as I moved to undergrad and then PhD, I put more focus on figuring out how do computers work today, and then also it then reflects in how to design them better.
Okay. And when you moved to graduate program, what was it that you were looking for?
So I was mostly looking for a professor who would allow me to work on the topics that at that point I thought I would like to work on. Of course, this changes every month, I guess. But that was my primary driving factor.
My priority for research first was quantum computing. I was interested in all aspects of quantum computing, but then when I learned more about quantum computing, I found out that from computer architecture point of view, there are many opportunities to investigate. So I found out that Moy's group is a great fit for me because of the focus on computer architecture of quantum systems.
Good. And so definitely you had certain things in mind when you applied for our group and you started working with us. How did you choose? What were the parameters you were looking for?
The thing that I really like is because quantum computing is a new area in computer architecture. So having freedom to explore different areas is very important, and our group, I think, is really good in that because we have freedom to investigate many areas in quantum systems architecture.